Hey guys, sorry for not having a review on Attack on Titan last week, but I needed a break. Plain and simple, I needed a break. I'm at my parents' house right now, that's why you see all this shit behind me. But into the chapter, I have a question. Where the hell are Lee and Tenten? I mean, are they having like a funeral for Deji on the side? Even Sai got more panel time than those two. You know things are screwed when Sai is getting more panel time than you are. It's like, and then he comes down and what a fucking fail that was. I mean, he didn't do shit and then he got saved by Naruto. And then he actually has the audacity to ask Naruto for more Kyuubi chakra. Like, what the fuck? If I were Naruto, I would have been like, shut up, you irrelevant, forgettable character. I would actually give you some chakra if you did shit. What are you talking about, Naruto? I'm a member of Team 7. No, no, Sai. I don't know if you didn't get the memo, but in order to be a part of Team 7, you have to comply with one of two requirements, okay? One of two requirements. You either have to have pink hair or you have to be useful. I'm not necessarily saying that Sakura is useless, but comparing what she did in the last chapter to what Kiba and Choji did in this chapter, it doesn't, it's not really all that outstanding considering the fact that Kiba and Choji are supporting characters and she is, once again, a main character. Also, well, excluding the slug thing, I'll give her that. The slug thing was really impressive at the end. The only problem I see with that is that I think she actually just killed the only hope of the Kages being able to live. Tsunade was probably like, yes, come to me, slug, come to me, I'm finally going to be able to be in one piece. Heal my ovaries! Poof! Then again, perhaps Orochimaru is on his way to heal the Kages. I don't know why he would do that, but hey. Anything can happen at this point. I don't want to go through every little thing that happened in this chapter because the internet here is really slow and it's going to take like a shit ton of time to upload this. So I'll just go through the things that really caught my attention. For one, I really liked how the chapter opened with Naruto and Sasuke comparing themselves to each other. Because that's how it's always been, and it's just nice to have that competition there again. Basically, this chapter was just a showcase of the new abilities, like the upgraded abilities of the Rookie 9. You got Kiba, using a Cerberus, which is, it makes sense because in part 1, his most powerful technique was to summon like a two-headed dog. But now he can turn into a Cerberus or whatever. The Ino Chikucho formation, I couldn't expect any less from them. That was really good. A lot of teamwork with that team. And Shino's new jutsu, I mean, it was weird and creepy as fuck, but it was still pretty cool. All of this looks really cool, but at the end of the day, you're fighting fodder. You're fighting Juubi fodder. That's what you're doing. And also, I was also thinking, well, it's about fucking time we got to see some upgrades. Because it's like, ever since the time skip, it's like, I mean, I wonder what these characters could really do. I want to see them go ham. And now we get this. But to me, it's just, I mean, why didn't we not get this sooner? Another thing is that Kishimoto has way too many fucking characters in this place. Like, way too many. So, to the point where it's like he can't show them all in one chapter. Where was Killer Bee? Like I said, Lee and Tenten. What the fuck? Obito and Kakashi. I mean, technically they're in another dimension, but still, like, what's going on with them? So he can't show them all in one chapter. And normally I would be okay with that if he had not skipped the Madara and Hashirama game moment of the week. Which brings me to the topic of Hinata. What the fuck is going on? Like, she's trying to do 64 palms, because she could only do 32 at the moment, and she starts getting her motivation, her mental motivation from thoughts of Neji and Naruto. And it's not really a contradiction with her character, because that's the way her character has always been. But it's like, Hinata baby, you might want to check out that friend zone video I made recently. Eventually she does 64 palms, and she says she's going to power them up with those lion fist things that she was going to use on Pain. And I'm like thinking, okay, good. She better be using those 64 palms and those lion fists on Naruto. Fuck the Juubi. Go to Naruto. Beat the shit out of him. I guess the best way I can rationalize Hinata's thoughts in this chapter is that if her love is so mature that it doesn't even matter if her feelings are reciprocated, and that makes her happy and that keeps her motivated, well then go for it, I mean, who am I to say no? I mean, I personally think that's kind of problematic, but whatever. In real life, anyway. But, yeah, go for it, Hinata. But then again, you also have to remember that this is a work of fiction, and if this is being stressed, you have to ask the question of why is Kishimoto stressing this if the feelings are not going to be reciprocated. Anyway, the chapter ends. Summoning no jutsu, Slug, Toad, and Snake. Personally, I thought it would have been cooler if Sasuke would have been like, you got the Slug, you got the Toad, and then Sasuke's like, fuck these sounding parallels, I'm summoning my hawk, bitch. In other news, Yamato's still being raped by that wall. And it's like, looking back on the series, you know, you start to question, like, the arc in which these characters were introduced. You're like, yeah, why were they introduced in the first place if they were going to end up being almost entirely irrelevant? I'm not going to give this chapter a good or bad. I'm just going to say it was a fun chapter, because that's what it was for me. Just a fun read, a lot of action, fun times, fun times. Comment, rate, subscribe, guys, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.